Hi everyone, Ann Doll here with another Grim Days How to Draw. This week I'm going to be teaching you how to draw Zombie Jesus. Now I know that there are going to be some people who aren't too happy with this subject, and I apologize because it's not my intention to insult, only to have a little fun. And I grew up with people joking about Zombie Jesus Day for Easter, and I created a Easter comic strip where there was Zombie Jesus. Even though I drew Zombie Jesus originally for Easter because of the Jesus rising from the dead joke, I thought that with Halloween coming up that Zombie Jesus would be a great image to draw, being it's a zombie. Then again, almost everything in Grimm is appropriate for the Halloween season. So I'm going to show how to draw Zombie Jesus. Like the previous drawings, you start with simple shapes on a sketch layer. I like to do it in a light blue because then that makes it easier to outline later and see what you're doing. So the simple shapes are a circle for the head, square for the neck, rectangle for the body and the arms. You will, of course, add a little bit of roundness to the rectangles because there aren't really a lot of hard angles to drawing a person. You'll have squares for the hand, and then you'll lay in things, little details like I put a little crown on his head, and then start filling in for the hair shape. So for the face, I try to lay in details that read a little more zombie-ish. So one eye is actually supposed to look kind of like an empty rotting socket. I know that sounds gross, and it doesn't seem as gross in my little cartoony guy, but that's what I do. And then the other eye is kind of a free-floating eyeball, meaning that there's no lid, so it's the full circle. I also draw it so that there is basically no nose, just an open nose hole. And then, of course, I finish up with a little bit of a foot sticking out with kind of the wooden sandal look. Once your shapes are laid in the way you want them to be, create a new layer and switch to black ink. You might even do a slightly thinner brush size and start laying in your outlines. Remember that this is the layer that you want to avoid doing feathery lines or stop-start lines. Try and do as straight through each line that you add as you can. Once you have your outlines laid in, you will make the blue layer disappear by clicking on the eye icon, and then create a new layer under your outline layer in order to start laying in colors. The first color I lay in is the skin color, and I like to do kind of a grayish green color because zombie, rotting skin, green-gray is kind of the go-to color to signify that. For the hair, I do a light brown, and then for the crown, I do a dark brown, so that way they look a little bit different while still, being true to the iconography. For the eye socket and the nose socket, I do kind of a dark gray so that way it kind of denotes that it is recessed, it's a hole. You might also think about like a dark red, and that way it's kind of like gross, bloody inside instead. But that's kind of however you want to symbolize that it is inside, not just something laying on top of the face. For the robe, I like to do kind of a light tan color, so that way it gives the impression of linen. Considering how simple this drawing is, it's sounding like I put a lot of thought into what it means, but that's any drawing where you want to really create a image, really create a story, you're going to think about why you're doing certain colors and shapes and so on. So yeah, so the light tan, grayish tan is kind of more of a linen natural cloth look. The last detail I like to add in is with the eyeball that's still there, I make the paintbrush an even smaller size and lay in little veins and arteries into it, so that it's kind of a gross eyeball, not just a white dot in the face. And there you have a finished zombie Jesus. I hope that you all enjoy drawing it, and I would love to see your finished drawings, see how you interpret it. If you do even more detailed, that would be cool too. You know, however you want to do it, please, I would love for you to share it with me either on any of the social media platforms. So please send it to me if you do it. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you'd like to see more videos like this, or some of our speed drawing or animated videos, please also subscribe. Leave comments, let me know what you're thinking, what you'd like to see, any of that stuff. And if you enjoy Grim Days and want to see more of it, please follow us on our other social media accounts. They are in the description below. Come back and watch more of our videos, and I'll see you then. Bye!